The night I received the voicemail, my entire world shifted. The voice on the other end belonged to a woman I had never met, but the secrets she revealed made me question everything about my family. My heart raced as I listened, each word cutting deeper than the last. This wasn't just a mystery, it was a betrayal I never saw coming. Before we dive into this shocking story, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It started on a quiet Thursday evening. I was scrolling through my phone when I noticed a missed call from an unknown number. Curious, I called back, but there was no answer. Moments later, a voicemail arrived. Hesitant, I pressed play. The woman's voice was calm, almost chilling in its precision. "You don't know me, but I know your family, and I know the truth about what they've hidden from you all your life." My stomach sank. What could she possibly mean? I had always thought my family was perfect, or at least as close to perfect as any family could be. But her next words made my hands shake. "Everything you believe about your father, your mother, your childhood, it's a lie. They've been protecting someone who doesn't deserve trust, and now it's time you know the truth." The voicemail ended abruptly, leaving me frozen in my room, staring at my phone. I tried to call the number back, but it was already disconnected. That night, I couldn't sleep. Questions swirled in my mind. Who was she? What was the secret? And why reveal it now? The next day, I confronted my parents casually at breakfast, hoping to sound normal, but inside, I was burning with anxiety. They noticed nothing, their smiles hiding whatever they were hiding. I tried to catch my father's eye, searching for signs, but he looked perfectly composed. My mother, as usual, hovered around, unaware, or pretending to be. Desperate for answers, I spent the next few days digging through old family documents, photographs, and letters. That's when I found it. A stack of papers in the attic, hidden behind old furniture. Legal documents, letters, and photographs that no one had ever mentioned. Each piece painted a picture of betrayal, greed, and lies. The documents revealed that my father had been involved in a scandal years ago, one that could ruin his reputation if it ever came to light. Worse, my mother had been silently covering it up, protecting him at all costs, and in the process, keeping me in the dark. But what truly shook me was a letter addressed to me from the same unknown woman who had left the voicemail. It read, "I am your half-sister. They kept you from knowing me, but I've been watching, waiting. They never wanted you to know, but it's time you understand the truth." I couldn't breathe. My entire family, the people I trusted most, had hidden the existence of another sibling from me, someone who had every right to be part of my life. Rage, hurt, and betrayal consumed me. The woman wasn't just revealing secrets, she was showing me a lifetime of lies. I reached out to her cautiously, and after a few encrypted messages, we arranged to meet at a quiet cafe. She was nothing like I imagined. Calm, poised, and filled with a quiet intensity. She looked at me and said, "They thought they could protect themselves by keeping you in the dark, but you deserve to know everything, and they need to face consequences." It was then I realized that this wasn't just about discovery, it was about justice. The months that followed were a careful, strategic plan to expose the lies without destroying myself in the process. I recorded conversations, collected proof, and built a case that showed the truth clearly. The moment of revelation came during a family gathering. I stood, holding the documents and recordings. The room froze. Faces paled. The parents who had seemed untouchable were suddenly vulnerable. I didn't yell or cry. I simply laid out the evidence. Every lie, every concealment, every act of betrayal was revealed in a calm, undeniable way. The impact was immediate. My father's face drained of color. My mother tried to speak, but I held up my hand. It's time you face the consequences of what you hid from me. It was a quiet revenge, but powerful. Not about violence or shouting, it was about control, exposure, and finally reclaiming the truth that had been stolen from me. My half-sister watched silently, knowing we had achieved justice without chaos. In the weeks that followed, relationships shifted. Some family members distanced themselves, unwilling to face the truth. Others slowly tried to reconcile, acknowledging the mistakes of the past. And me? I finally felt free. I had my half-sister by my side, a new bond that no one could ever take away. That voicemail had changed everything. What began as a simple message from an unknown number turned into a revelation that exposed years of deceit. It was painful, yes, but it was also empowering. I learned that truth is a weapon, patience is a strategy, and sometimes revenge isn't about anger. It's about finally taking control of your own life. Even today, I listen to that voicemail again sometimes, and I remember the shock, the fear, and the determination it sparked in me. It was the first step towards justice, the first spark of reclaiming a life that had been built on secrets.